Ricky, baby, how are you? No, I just saw in the trade. Yeah? Free picture deal. Anything there for me?
Monogamous? Pay or play, honey.
Get your massage and call me on the cell phone.
No, it is an unbelievable diet.
My gardener just quit.
He's going to Paramount? I thought he was talking to Disney.
I can't take this business anymore. Moved to Oregon and raised chinchillas.
For trainer? No, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm heading into the canyon. I'll call you at...
These are the overnight ratings for Monday, September 15th, in order of LGT, NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox. 8 o'clock, Judy's World, 4.79. Dateline, 10.6, 14. Cosby, 8.6, 12. Monday Night Football pregame show, 8.2, 16. These are the overnight ratings for Monday, September 15th, in order of LGT, NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox. 9 o'clock, Teenage Psychics, 3.16. NBC Monday Night Movie, Habeas Corpus, 10.6, 12. 9:30, You've Got to Be Kidding, 5.4, 14. Monday Night Football, 11.4, 15. Ally McBeal, 10.2, 13. 10 o'clock, Bomb Squad, 3.3, 7. Bomb Squad, 3.3, 7.
Yes.
Bomb Squad, 3.3, 7. Bomb Squad, 3.3, 7. Bomb Squad, 3.3, 7.
How bad?
Bad.
Bad or just bad?
Bad.
Well, I never liked this house anyway. So we'll move to a small 2-bedroom in the valley. You'll work for the local access station. I'll do Tupperware parties, and Carrie can get a paper route. What does he expect? You've only been there for 3 months. It's mostly Judd's schedule.
Yeah, but it's on my watch.
But I don't see why you have to go to New York for 1 day anyway. What does he want you to do? Kiss his ring?
No, kiss his ass.
Ah, well, before you do that, do you think you can get him to write a check for the Bosnian War refugees?
Cecile, this is neither the time nor the place.
You know
for
what?
that.
I'm going to put the literature in your bag. I think 25,000 would be appropriate.
25? Sweetheart, I'm sorry about tonight. I've got to fly to New York. Mr. Ludden wants to see me.
Daddy, why?
I don't know. Maybe he's gonna fire me. Bomb Squad got a 7 share.
I'm thinking about making a big change in my life.
What kind of change?
Are you gonna be mad?
I don't know. Am I?
Huh. You know what? We should discuss this in person.
Discuss what?
Well, I'm thinking about moving in with someone.
With whom?
See? You are mad. Listen, we will have dinner when you get back, okay? I love you. Bye.
love you too.
He's gonna have a cow.
He's gonna have an entire herd. Hey, where are my running shorts? It's like a $400 pair of shorts. I had that special comfort nodule for my scrotum.
If EL cans Rob, you think he'll go to me or bring in someone from the outside?
Hard to say. I mean, we've just got the first week's numbers.
Well, they're not going up. Trust me, I work there.
That bad, huh?
Worse. All we have is Tuesday night. Parker Meridian's the whole network, and he's in his option year. I'm counting on you to make him very expensive for us, Brad.
What's it worth to you?
The usual.
Tom and Nicole?
What about Bruce and Demi?
They're in litigation.
EL wouldn't go to Marty Hertz, would he?
No way.
He's a putz.
I love Tom and Nicole. Do you think they have an electric apple corer?
They left the city for a new beginning. Nature, both cruel and kind, would be their first and last resort. A new kind of family, a new sense of responsibility. Mountain Men, a groundbreaking new series from the pen of Kendall Gifford. Mountain Men, the must-see show for the new millennium.
America was shocked last night by the debut of the new LGT
Ah,
series,
what dreck.
Mountain Men. The
How can
episode
anybody watch this? I remember when television was clever. I used to do a little TV in my spare time. Oh, those were the days. Who do you suppose is responsible for putting this chazarai on the air?
I am Rob Malone. I'm president of LGT.
Why, you poor man. Oh, it must be terrible to overcome all those obstacles. I mean, to begin with the unions, you know, and rising costs and the arrogance of those writers phoning in the scripts, not to mention the advertisers always on your back. I mean, it's amazing that you get any of this on the air at all. You know, when you think about it, it's really quite marvelous that this... What is it?
As TV producer Charlie Burns once said, in this business, you're never quite as dead as people give you credit for.
Mr. Malone.
Hi, Bridget.
Nice flight?
Splendid.
Let me tell him you're here.
Thank you.
How's the weather out there?
Splendid.
I just love Parker's pals. He is so funny. Is Mr. Malone Mr. Ludden? Certainly. You can go right in.
Thank you.
Liz, you look fit. Ever get off the goddamn tennis court?
How are you, Mr. Ludden?
In the toilet, Malone. How about you?
If you're talking about the numbers...
Of course I'm talking about the numbers. What did you think I was talking about?
Well, we're just out of the starting block here. I mean, the season only began last week.
You know the feeling I get? Dunkirk. We're almost halfway to Paris. We're sitting on a goddamn beach waiting for fishing boats.
If you remember, they evacuated all those soldiers when we won that war.
I don't need a goddamn history teacher. I need a head of programming. Sit down, for Christ's sake. What are you doing standing there like you're waiting for a cab? What about the new show? When would they go to the mountains and make their own soap?
Yeah, the Mountain Men, 8 o'clock Wednesday. We're hoping that it catches on. Of course, Parker's Pals is still winning its time slot, although this is his option year and his agent is backing up a truck.
How much?
Well, he's getting $1 million. He wants $1 million, too, with a bump to 1.5 in year 2 and an option at $2 million in year 3.
$2 million per episode.
That's just a negotiating
Yeah,
figure.
well, you better negotiate the hell out of this one, Malone, because as far as I can see, he's the only thing keeping LGT from sliding down the bowl into the sewer. I'm not as rich as I used to be. I used to be right up there with Bill Gates, Ross Perot, but I'm slipping, Malone. I'm slipping badly. I could slip down below Aaron Spelling and Calvin Klein. Hell, I could slip down below Ringo Starr. And I don't want to be below Ringo Starr, so pull it all together, will you?
I'll do my best.
You know, there are 200 people I could get to run that network. I could get Ringo Starr to run that network. Where are you staying?
Well, tonight, the Sherry.
Stay at the Drake. We got a deal there. Oh, and listen, I'm going to be out on the coast at the end of the month. Just sort of review the troops, see if the fish stinks from the head. You know what I mean? I want my usual suite at the Peninsula Towers, the one on the 10th floor with the big can. The one where John Belushi bought it.
John Belushi didn't die at the Peninsula Towers. He died at the Chateau Marmont.
Well, I'm sure somebody died in that suite. Make sure to start with plenty of champagne, smoked salmon, and Malamars.
Will Mrs. Ludden be going with you?
Mrs. Ludden will be spending the week at La Costa. Thank God. And don't forget a little surprise.
A little surprise?
I got a little surprise waiting for me at night. Kind of takes the edge off.
What kind of surprise?
Malone, you went to Yale. Do I have to spell it out for you? Tall, at least 5'10", preferably Latin. And handcuffs would be nice. Book Malone into the Drake. Make sure you get the corporate rate.
Yes.
Mister, you are running one hell of a railroad. If you do it right, the trains run on time, everybody gets where they want to go. You fuck it up, and boom, we got a train wreck. Bodies scattered all over the goddamn tracks, and medevac helicopters flying in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Malone, make sure the handcuffs are padded.
So every week we're on a different flight, but with the same crew, you know, like Love Boat on the plane.
Interesting.
And we can have cameos like Al Gore, Parker Meridian, Beatrice Arthur. I mean, everybody flies, right? And in the pilot, we could have a hijacking.
Speaking of the pilot, who's flying the plane?
The computer. I just do the takeoffs and landings. And that's the beauty of it. You see, the captain can be involved in every episode, like Gavin McLeod. He can invite people on tours of the cockpit.
You had breakfast yet?
Uh-oh. You got last week's demographics?
We're down 4.5% across the board, 13% in the key demos. We came in 5th behind Fox in every single time slot except Wednesday nights at 8.
The Mountain Men?
Came in 4th.
4th? Maybe we should take an ad in the trades. In 4th place.
Well, that was
Morning,
just the good
Gina.
news.
Patrick, I'm running a little bit late.
You have received 1,631 negative faxes and phone calls on the Mountain Men and others just from the West Coast. NAACP, the NRA, the ACLU, the National Organization of Women.
What is now unhappy about?
The title, Mountain Men. They would like to know where the mountain women are.
Okay, what about the NAACP? I've seen this already. The top 3 are fine. There's nothing even remotely racist in that show.
There's nothing even remotely black in it either.
Okay, lunch. Hi, Margaret. I understand we've been getting a little reaction on the Mountain Men.
Fax machine hasn't stopped for days.
Yeah, bomb squad fails to detonate. Well, there's nothing wrong with a little healthy controversy, is
I'm
there?
not sure I would call 6 death threats and a variety of scatological expressions healthy controversy.
That bad, huh?
Here, take a look at this one.
Well, they spelled it wrong. There should be a hyphen. Cocksucker's a compound noun.
Actually, the way he's using it, cocksucking, it's a gerund.
Well, I appreciate all of you clearing your calendars for this meeting on such short notice, but I just got back from New York. We've got to start moving quickly on a number of fronts. I don't believe we've met.
Rob, I'm sorry. This is Leticia Martinez. She's an intern from the Ohio School of Broadcasting. She'll be with us for 2 months.
I'm your basic 3 birds with 1 stone affirmative action candidate.
Well, welcome to LGT, Leticia. Let me introduce the team. I'm Rob Malone, head of programming, and apparently you already met Margaret Hurley, standards and practices. This is Lori Volpone, our vice president of development, Marty Hertz, head of business affairs, Malcolm Lafley, vice president of talent, and Honey Yang, vice president of reality programming. We don't stand on ceremony around here, so if you have any questions to ask, just feel free. Okay, guys, here's the story. EL's panicking about the opening week's numbers, and he's decided to come out here at the end of the month to review the troops, as he puts it.
Oh, really?
Right.
I'm afraid so, and he wants to see some evidence that we're doing something to shore up the schedule.
Rob, you can't turn an entire network around in a couple of weeks.
I don't think anybody's expecting us to be #1 by October 1st, but we can start moving in the right direction, can't we?
Right.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna yank Bomb Squad. It's dead in the water. What have we got ready to replace it?
Well, we've got 4 episodes of ICU in the can. I had marketing send up a promo. I haven't seen it yet, but it's all ready to go.
When the ER isn't enough, the ICU unit answers the call. When patients' lives are on the line, the men and women of the intensive care unit answer the call. The groundbreaking new series from the producers of Bomb Squad.
Well, I mean, the narration needs a little tweaking. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to preview it, so...
No, I want something hotter. How about Puerto Vallarta?
Rob, there's a little problem.
What's the problem?
Yolanda had an accident.
What kind of an accident?
Well, it seems she got caught in the electric parking gate of her condo.
Is she okay?
Well, she's lost the power of speech.
What?
Her doctors say it's just temporary hysteria due to the trauma of getting caught in the electric gate.
Well, did he say how long temporary hysteria lasts? I mean, is it a day, a week, a month?
Well, they don't know, so we're either gonna have to shoot around her or recast.
Well, why don't we just rewrite, have her killed by the electric gate in her parking garage?
I think that is in terrible taste.
So she takes pills.
No, listen, the show's only been on once. We can recast this week, have a new actress ready to go if Yolanda doesn't get better.
All right, start looking for possible replacements for Yolanda. Marty, where are we on the Parker Meridian negotiations?
They're not budging on $2 million in year 3.
It's the going price today.
The going price is whatever we decide to pay.
Okay, all right. I'll get into it. Now, I want the most recent development status reports on my desk by this afternoon. Now, we're gonna turn this thing around, right? Okay, that's it for the moment. And Malcolm, I need to talk to you for just a minute.
Listen, ICU's gonna suck. I mean, I couldn't get any good actors to relocate to Vancouver.
You're just negative. There's pills.
Listen, Malcolm, I'm figuring a guy like you, vice president of talent, and, bachelor, live in Hollywood. Right. I'm figuring a guy like you, a man of the world. There you go. I might know how to arrange things.
Arrange things?
Yes. See, I mean, I would deal with this myself, but I really don't know anything about it. And I'm not assuming that you would know anything about it firsthand, but you might have friends who know something about it. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't, Rob.
You don't? Okay. He's 76 years old. He's in a wheelchair. I mean, he had triple bypass surgery last year. I mean, what could it take to make him happy? 5, 10 minutes, you're in, you're out the door. And whatever it would cost, we'd pay for it out of my petty cash fund.
Rob. What are you talking about?
We need to get a hooker for EL.
You know, when they replace the head coach in the NFL, they don't automatically replace the offensive coordinator, do they?
Worried?
No, not in the least.
Actually, they usually go with a veteran, the guy that's been there for a while.
Forget it, Marty. Oh, my God. No way. No way. They passed on you when Judd left. You want to know why they passed on you?
You were going to tell me why.
You see, you're a numbers guy. You're very good with the nuts and bolts, but you don't know how to schmooze, Marty. You're not a people person.
What does that mean? I'm not a people person. I mean, what the hell does that mean? Nobody likes the head of business affairs. You know why? Because we make the tough decisions. Because we're the ones who bottom line people when you want to give the store away. That's why.
Someone once said that television is a crapshoot, masquerading as a business, masquerading as an art form.
Hey, Rob. Kira, out loud. Yeah, I need more stuff. What I mean, I'll loop the dialogue. All right, get some more. It's the biodegradable. OSHA said it's the right stuff.
Kendall.
And roll sound. In the makeup. Rolling, people. Right, everyone, settle, please. We're rolling. Speed.
The kid couldn't put 2 sentences together, but I worked with him. He's gonna be a star.
Exactly what we talked about, okay? You guys, hook up. All right.
The dog sucks, but we're gonna have a bear eat him in episode 4.
Focus, focus. Chet, father, son, and action.
If guns are bad, why do we have to have them here? Guns aren't bad, Henry. Only the people who misuse them.
Did Thoreau carry a gun?
No, he didn't, son. No, he hated violence.
Gideon thinks that his future career is the big thing.
You know that he preferred to go to jail than to pay taxes to support the Mexican War. Went off into the woods, nothing but a fishing rod, hammer, pails.
Cut. It's nails, Jack, not pails.
Sorry. The dog. Just made me blow my line.
The dialogue is not that difficult.
Kendall, we need to talk.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Did you see yesterday's daylights?
No, I was on a
We
plane
had
coming from
Gideon
New
shoot
York.
a squirrel, and he showed Henry how to skin it.
Well, that's great, Kendall, but that's not why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, right. The numbers. Look, we just need some time, and then we'll get our argument.
Look, it's not about ratings either. It's about program content. You seem to be antagonizing a lot of people. We got 1,600 complaints.
Oh, shit. Who?
Well, from just about everybody. Women are complaining that you trivialize them, put them in menial roles without sufficient self-esteem.
Rob, you know what Ralph Waldo Emerson said about self-esteem?
No.
He didn't say anything about self-esteem.
It's not just women, Kendall. African Americans.
What's their problem?
What? There aren't any on Gideon's Mountain.
Yeah, well, there's no Polish Americans, there's no Dutch Americans. They're just American Americans.
Will you just do me a favor? Will you just take a look at the scripts and see if you can make them a little more acceptable to African Americans and women, all right?
Excuse me, Kendall, we're losing light.
Look, don't let the crackpots get to you. This is good TV, Rob. I'd let my own kids watch this if I had them. Son, you want to be an actor, don't you? You don't act like a fucking little girl. I mean, when your father talks to you, stand up like a man, all right?
The meeting's been changed to 7 a.m. I'm gonna tell Fred.
Hi. Oh, gosh. You would not believe the traffic on Sunset.
Yes, I would, and that's why I left 15 minutes earlier than
Daddy?
usual. I'm sorry. Maybe when you're 40, I'll stop.
I doubt it. How are you? You look exhausted.
Yeah, well, I am exhausted. I've been doing damage control since 8 o'clock this morning.
Maybe this isn't the best time for us to talk about
Yes, it is. If you're moving in with a man, I want to know who he is. Not to mention, meet him.
You already have. Can I have a margarita, please? You might want to have one, too. Two, please.
Take a look. What? Take a look. Rob Malone's having dinner with a woman half his age.
Something happened between him and Cecile?
Oh, you hear anything?
No, but they have this fabulous house off Tiger Tail in Brentwood. I love that house. You think it's listed yet?
No, she'll get the house. He'll wind up with a pot to piss in if he's lucky.
Oh, look at that. He looks like he's about to lose his lobster. Maybe she's pregnant. What do you think?
I knew that this would be difficult for you.
Difficult? What would be difficult about learning that your daughter's about to move in with a man who is not only your age,
He's 2 years younger than you. He's only 40.
practically your age, with whom you went to Yale many moons ago, who is now holding a gun to your head in a renegotiation that could bankrupt the network and could cost you your job.
He is only asking for $2 million in the third year. You know that is the going rate.
Robert Malone, right? The Mountain Men. Yeah.
Good show, huh? Okay, let me get back to you.
Candace, it's Herb Kolodny. Great. Listen, do me a favor, will you? You check the multiple listings and see if Rob and Cecile Malone's house off Tiger Tail is listed. They're getting a divorce because he is sitting in a Beverly Hills bar with a 20-year-old woman who looks like she just told him she's pregnant.
See if they'll take back paper.
You take back paper?
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Hi. Listen to this. The high ground is more than a tactical advantage. It can be a moral advantage as well. By looking down at the enemy, he feels intrinsically superior on both a strategic and moral ground. Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's fascinating. So, are you in the mood?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, just give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, sure.
Ready?
Yeah. So, are we at Tom and Nicole's? Great.
She's in a bodysuit.
What color?
Navy blue.
Ooh. What's he wearing?
Boxer shorts and suspenders. No shirt. Anyway, there's this huge spread around the pool. Sturgeon, caviar, foie gras, and a large ceramic dish of homemade marmalade.
Oh, yes. Tell me more about the marmalade.
We have this meeting today with all the vice presidents in Rob's office. He tells us we're in deep shit. Like we don't know that already, right? After the meeting's over, he asks me if I can stay behind for a moment. He shuts the door and he says, Malcolm, you look like the kind of guy who knows how to arrange these things. I have no idea what he's talking about. Then he tells me he's looking for someone 5'10" in Latin. Well, I'm about to go get the players' directory when he tells me that it's a hooker for EL. Can you believe that? A hooker. He wants me to find a hooker for the guy who owns the network. What the hell do I know about finding a hooker? Very little, I hope. It's like asking a vegetarian to pick out a steak. Is that part of my job description? Pimping for the head of programming?
She has to have padded handcuffs.
Kinky.
Carrie, it's 11:30. What are you doing?
Homework. I got a book report due tomorrow.
Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, right? Listen, Carrie, tell me something. How come you don't watch that much TV anymore?
Got too much homework.
Really? You don't think you're spending too much time on the net?
Well, I mean, just to get help with my homework.
Do you think we're losing our audience?
What?
Do you think that people are choosing alternative means of entertainment?
I don't know, Dad.
Well, statistics show that more and more people are multitasking. The market's fragmenting. There's so many choices out there.
Dad, I gotta finish this report.
Oh, I'm sorry, kid. No, it's not your problem. Okay, get some sleep, all right?
Okay.
It's medicinal.
Audrey must have told you about Parker.
You knew?
Of course I knew.
Well, then why didn't you tell me?
I thought it was for Audrey to tell you herself.
Surely, Cecile, you don't approve.
No, I don't. But let me tell you something, Rob. Whether you or I approve is pretty irrelevant.
Really?
Yes, she's 21 years old.
Oh, that's how it is. We can just sign off as parents. We're finished. That's it. Goodbye and good luck.
You know, Rob, I think the best way to promote this relationship is to oppose it.
No, look, he is a sarcastic, pretentious egomaniac who's old enough to be her father.
Then she'll find that out by herself.
No, but what if she doesn't?
And she won't.
He's asking for $2 million in year 3.
Is that the real problem here?
Of course not. All right, maybe it is. She's sleeping with the enemy.
Hon, I don't think you'd be particularly happy about her sleeping with anybody.
It won't do any good. They can't get wine stains out. I can't believe I threw up. I mean, I only had 3 glasses of wine.
And a scotch and soda, and 2 glasses of champagne, not to mention the rum and the sherbet.
Well, at least I brought up the white wine with the fish. That's not funny. The white wine with the fish joke's not funny.
How about white wine with the mackerel? Mackerel's funny.
How about flounder? The flounder's really funny.
No, there's no case.
It's more than a funny
What about
word.
tuna?
It's
Yeah.
distinct. You know, mackerel's fine.
What about
Mackerel's maybe
Hey, you know-
How about flounder instead of fish? Maybe carp. How about flounder instead of fish?
Mackerel's funnier than flounder.
I like tuna.
It's beans, not a word. Maybe
Hey, you know what's funny? Bring up the iced tea with the fish. That's funny. Remember, you've heard the white wine joke. The iced tea's Let's go with iced tea.
Iced tea. Fabulous.
All right.
The weirdest thing happened. Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Is everything all right at home
At home? What do you mean?
with you and Cecile?
Yeah, everything's all right. Why, have you heard something?
No, just, well, my sister's boyfriend's a waiter at the Ivy, and he heard that your house is up for sale.
My
so-
house?
Yeah, it's listed at $1.7 million.
Lori, don't you think I would know if my house was up for sale?
Yeah.
$1.7 million.
Of course I'd sleep with him. And I'd sleep with his brother. I'd even sleep with you, Fernando, if I felt like it. And if I did, you would never forget it. Here, you want to see what you're missing?
Okay. Oh, that's not necessary, Sandra.
But it says in the script that she gets undressed.
I know, but this is just an audition.
Well, don't you want to see what you'd be getting?
Oh, I've got a pretty good idea.
They're real.
They're gorgeous, Sandra.
You sure you don't want to go for a test drive? But look, I would be perfect to replace Yolanda.
We'll let you know. Listen, your reading was really, really fine. Next, Felicia Feinstein.
Yes, hi.
Thanks, Sandra.
I'm Felicia Feinstein.
Oh, from the other thing.
Yeah, I do dialects, and I know how to fence.
Okay, come on in.
Okay.
Late Night on LGT. Choice programming for discriminating adults. Tom Shales of the Washington Post says this new LGT series rips the envelope and leaves it in shreds. Unregistered nurses. Is it a dream? Or is it the most real show you can see on late night TV?
3 little maids from school are we, quiet as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school, everything is a sauce of fun.
God, I hate this show.
It's a late night cash cow.
Life is a joke that's just begun.
Maybe a moneymaker, but it's an embarrassment.
Maybe, but the affiliates love it. They put it on right after the local news, and they hit the male 18 to 34 demo right between the legs.
Unready, come from a lady seminary, free from the genius tutelary.
Look at this. This is just pretentious softcore pornography.
Unregistered nurses. A trip to the forbidden reaches of your
Rob,
imagination.
it's kicking ass. By November, it'll be beating Koppel.
I even hate the name. Unregistered nurses. Who dreamed up that name?
Judd.
We might as well have called it Tits and Ass.
Judd loved this show. We had to send him dailies on 3/4 inch.
Have you seen tonight's episode of The Mountain Men?
No, why?
Once we hunted, we fished, we planted crops. We lived off the fruits of our own labor, answerable only to the immutable laws of nature, until the TV came along and we became its slaves. It told us what to do, where to go, and what to buy. We became a society producing useless things that we sold to one another for pieces of paper.
He's burning money.
Wait, it gets worse.
Now it's time to take back control of our lives. It's time we stop being sheep and become men again. Now I ask you, what should I do with this junk?
They throw in electric carving utensils, microwave ovens, cellular telephones, bathroom deodorizers.
Bathroom deodorizers?
Anything Thoreau didn't take to the woods with him.
It's like the Waltons in the wilderness.
This isn't the Waltons, believe me.
Maybe we should get a grandpa. You know, a Will Gear type.
You know something? This just might work.
Work?
Let's give it a shot.
Rob, if the show continues like this, the sponsors are gonna shit a brick.
Look, when you're in last place, you gotta take some chances, right?
Right.
Why not? Hmm?
Sure.
Cecile, did you talk to a realtor about selling our house?
Why would I do that?
Well, there's a rumor going around that you and I are having marital problems.
Are we?
I certainly hope not.
Well, let's put those rumors to bed. I love you, Rob. Even if you do have the world's most insane job and the world's most insane business.
Remember when I left Yale, I wanted to be a playwright.
I'm the reincarnation of Clifford Odets.
I was going to do something important.
You are doing something important.
Am I?
You're running a network.
Why does it feel like I'm running a firehouse? Or worse yet, a whorehouse?
Whorehouse?
Yeah, don't ask. You know, when I took this job, I had hopes of putting things on the air that I thought people were going to be talking about the next day around the water cooler. Now, half the time, I'm just putting out fires. It's like I'm running the biggest set of electric trains in the world. And like E.L. said, if I don't fuck up, the trains run on time.
You're not gonna fuck up.
Yeah, no, but it's like we've created this monster that we call television, and nobody knows how to control it anymore. What?
You're off duty.
No, oh, sorry. Leave the job at the office, right?
Right.
Can I say one more thing?
No.
You know what they said about Freddie when he was running NBC? He would have put a dog in Hamlet. The senior VP at NBC called the Nielsen ratings a 40-year-old system that ran out of acceptability 10 to 20 years ago.
These are the overnight ratings for Wednesday, September 24th for LGT, NBC, CBS, ABC, and Fox. 8 o'clock, Mountain Men, 14.418.
I don't believe it, Marty. It's like a 20-to-1 shot out of nowhere. We actually won the night.
Going away?
Yeah. They burned a bathroom deodorizer.
Oh, there you are. Debbie's been looking for you. Listen, Barry and Kevin called before 9. Bob Helpin's tried several times from the phone, and Mr. Ludden's on line 1. Can you believe this shit?
God, here it comes. Mr. Ludden.
Well, you've gone and done it, haven't you?
Well,
Listen, when I saw that guy throw all that stuff into the fire, I damn near fell out of my chair.
It's not necessarily going to encourage emulative behavior.
Now, look, if only 1% of the people watching take that maniac's advice, it's going to be a blip in the first quarter durable goods sales.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but...
But nothing. Look, I pay you, and I pay you damn well, to program my network, and you are programming the shit out of it.
Look, Mr. Ludden, there's nothing wrong with a healthy debate about the values of our society.
What is this, a goddamn speech?
No, I'm just getting a little tired of being beaten up here.
Well, stow yourself pity.
If you want my resignation...
Oh, no. You're not resigning on me, sonny boy, not after this. Malone, listen. There's only one thing worth more than money, and that's power. And I've got America by the balls. And I like that. I like that a lot.
Brad,
Yeah?
did you see the Wall Street Journal?
No.
The Mountain Men made the front page. It's causing a shitstorm.
That could be good. Or it could be bad. It depends.
On what?
On who takes the fall for it. You may go down with Rob.
Listen, I've taken great pains to distance myself from his entire schedule. I've got memos in my drawer that I can produce to show that I oppose the Mountain Men. I can produce script notes at a moment's notice.
Make sure people are aware of that.
Yeah, oh, don't worry. I've got the word out. It's a marvelous show. Right, exactly the type of thing America wants. Fundamental American values, generosity of spirit, ecologically responsible, and you can quote me. That was the LA Times.
Really? Well, take a look at the new TV guide.
Oh, it's been a long time since we made the cover.
Showtime's never made the cover. EL thinks the show is great, and you know why? Because Rupert Murdoch called him and told him to take it off the air.
What about Barry and Kevin?
And I haven't returned their calls yet.
Oh, good. Make them wait.
Yep, they probably hated it.
They're just jealous. Because we've got the hit show of the new season. I guarantee you they're secretly putting Mountain Men ripoffs in development. Next September, there are going to be 4 shows on the air about people going back to the simple life.
I don't get it, Laurie. This is just a show about simple American values.
You bet.
I mean, it's Henry David Thoreau in the 90s, right?
Right, right.
Rob, sorry, Laurie. Rob, can I have a word with you?
Oh, I'm gonna see you at 2. Okay, what's up?
Well, it just happened overnight. She regained her power of speech.
Thank God, we never would have found anybody as good as her in this role. You know why? Men want to go to bed with her.
Right.
What, don't you want to go to bed with her?
Absolutely.
Men see her, they want to rip her clothes off. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Hmm? You're stuck on a desert island. You can have either Yolanda or Madonna.
How about both?
By the way, where are you on EL's little surprise?
What, you mean the...
Yeah.
Working on it.
Yeah, well, this may be the most important piece of casting you ever do for this network, Malcolm.
I would tip you too, honey, but I don't have shade for a penny.
Come in. Look who's here! And without flowers.
How you doing, Larry?
Lola to you.
Sorry. Hey, you were great tonight.
Was I?
Yeah, terrific.
Tell me how great I was. Use fabulous adjectives.
Actually, I came for a favor.
Figures.
Oh, come on, for old time's sake.
You know, we never were an item, Malcolm. Much to my disappointment.
Oh, no, you were just too butch for me.
Same old dry wit. So, how's life in the closet?
Lucrative. How's life on the wicked stage?
Not as lucrative as in the closet. So, what's the favor?
I wouldn't ask this if my job didn't depend on it. Besides, the guy's 76 and in a wheelchair. There's a fair amount of money in this for you.
Malcolm, I don't turn tricks.
Larry, if I thought you'd actually have to do anything, I wouldn't ask. Look, all you have to do is show up at his hotel room with some padded handcuffs and speak with a Spanish accent. You give him a couple glasses of champagne, he'll be out like a light.
A Spanish accent?
Yeah.
Do me like this?
Perfect. Look, with the jet lag, he'll probably be half asleep by the time you get there. Just tuck him in, wish him buenas noches.
Oh, did you see my Carmen Miranda?
Just caught the tail.
Right. I'll do my Carmen Miranda. Brought down the house in New York, except I'll do it with handcuffs. Fabulous.
In last night's episode of a new LGT series called The Mountain Men, which centers around a group of idealists who leave the big city to pursue the simple life in the mountains of Wyoming, the hero roundly condemned commercialism in America. With millions of Americans watching in their living rooms, the leader of the Mountain Men threw a bunch of consumer goods advertised on TV into a bonfire. The mood in corporate boardrooms across the country this morning ran the gamut, from shock to anger.
You don't bite the hand that feeds you. LGT is sending a message out to the American people that the products we advertise on TV are bad for you. Let me let them in on a little secret. If people stop buying the products we advertise, not only are we out of business, but so are they.
Meanwhile, in Hollywood, LGT President Rob Malone defended the series.
I really think that Mr. Calvin is dead wrong. The Mountain Men is fostering a healthy debate about our society's basic values, and I think this is what television should be doing.
She looked at me in her eyes, said, "Kiss me goodnight."
So, did you?
Nope. How come? Because they also said don't.
How could her eyes say two things at the same time?
She has two eyes, doesn't she? You mean one eye was saying one thing and the other eye was saying the opposite? That's right.
What does this woman do for a living? Rerun?
She's
A cross-eyed optometrist.
Oh, she's not cross-eyed. She's conflicted. Very confusing. You go out on a date?
Yeah? Yeah. No.
You know, my father's, he's pissed.
About what?
Us?
It's a funny line. You hear that? Cross-dressing optometrist?
Did you know him at Yale?
Rob? Yeah. He used to walk around in a black raincoat and a 1940s fedora and write these plays.
Were they any good?
Huh?
The plays that he wrote, were they any good?
Oh, they were all about ideals and commitment and all that shit. This director is terrible. He should be on me for that line, not Fran.
Carrie? Listen, I was wondering, is there anything on the net about the Mountain Men?
I don't know, Dad. Been working on this Julius Caesar paper.
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
Yeah?
So what's the buzz at school about the Mountain Men?
Everyone's bummed. The English teacher assigned Walden.
What's wrong with Thoreau?
The guy goes into the woods with a hammer and nails and doesn't stop talking about it.
Well, I mean, it's not the X-Files.
Yeah, you gotta cancel it, Dad. If you do it this week, maybe I won't have to finish Walden.
Well, thanks for your input, Carrie.
Arnold and Maria and their breakfast milk having waffles?
Yeah. With fresh maple syrup.
Oh, yeah. The kind that runs down the side.
Oh, yeah.
What's Arnold wearing?
What if EL doesn't replace Rob?
Huh?
The Mountain Men got a 29 share. It won its hour.
Lori, we were in Arnold and Maria's breakfast nook.
No. What if EL decides to give Rob credit for the Mountain Men? I've already distanced myself from it.
Can we please talk about this in the morning?
Maybe I should send out a support memo and backdate it. What do you think?
Okay, fine, sure.
I'll send a Levitt keep up the good work fax to Kendall Gifford. Yeah, are you going to the HRTS dinner tomorrow night? Yeah? I'll give you a copy.
You'll come back to Puerto Vallarta, Fernando. And when you do, you'll come here to me.
What makes you so sure?
It's in your eyes. You'll get on that plane tomorrow, and by the time you are sipping your first drink, you'll be thinking of me. And Puerto Vallarta. We're in your blood.
Just like malaria.
That was unworthy of you, you motherfucking asshole cocksucker.
Cut!
What?
Yolanda, are you okay?
Yeah, what's wrong? I thought that was a great reading, didn't you?
We can't say those things on TV.
Oops. Did I say a naughty?
I'm afraid so.
I'm sorry. It just comes over me. Okay, everybody, I'm on medication that's supposed to control it, okay? So
What's going on?
Tourette syndrome.
Uh-huh.
How bad?
Bad. We're talking seriously bad words here. The hyphenated kind.
Shit.
Worse than that.
What? No, I meant shit. All right, look, get me tape on the replacement actresses first thing in the morning. Yolanda's got Tourette syndrome.
What's that?
It's the uncontrollable impulse to shout out obscenities.
Can't we loop her?
No, apparently we're talking about the hyphenated words.
Oh, you mean like cocksucker?
Cocksucker's not hyphenated. It's one word.
Oh. George has lost a little weight.
Who?
George. He should have his tux taken in. I heard he was on that fruit diet. You hear about the fruit diet?
Mm.
You can eat all the cantaloupe you feel like, but you can't even look at a bagel.
Look who's coming over here. Two network heads, and they're together.
Speak of the devil. How are you doing, Rob?
Barry, Kevin, you know my VP of Development, Laurie Valpone?
I've heard great things about you, Laurie.
Oh, they're all true.
Rob, listen. This mountain men thing. I mean, this isn't just a bunch of kids playing around on the internet. This could become really serious.
Kevin's right. My spot market guys are telling me there's some real fear out there.
I don't disagree with you.
I've been on the phone all day trying to calm my affiliates.
You guys sound like you're ready for the lifeboats.
Rob, when you see an iceberg, you head for the lifeboats.
Iceberg?
That's right, and it's on your network.
You've got to clean up your own house, Rob.
We're getting killed by cable. If we lose our ad base, we might as well pack it in.
And not just cable. Did you read in the trades today that TV watching by internet viewers is down 15%? I mean, 15%.
Rob, it's bad enough getting hit by cable and the net without being sabotaged from within.
Are you saying that I should cancel the show?
Of course not. That would be collusion.
Absolutely not. We just think you have to take a hard look at programming alternatives in your 8 o'clock Wednesday slot.
Well, why don't we just fix the show?
Fix the show? How?
Just shoot a scene where the mountain men overthrow Gideon and reclaim their consumer goods.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah, we can shoot it this week and cut into next week's episode.
That is brilliant. Brilliant.
Hey, is that Esther over there?
I think so. I thought she was dead. Let's go say
Hey,
hello.
Esther! Fix the show, Rob. It's the only viable option.
It was great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Really, great.
Don't you ever do that to me again.
It was just a suggestion, Rob.
I don't care. You blindsided me in front of two network presidents. You run something like that by me first.
Sorry.
Anyway, it's a ridiculous idea.
Barry and Kevin seem to like it.
That's because it's not on their networks. We're the ones who are going to look like idiots.
What if the mountain men built their own TV sets from recycled parts? It would be ecological.
Spanked again. You're screwed.
You wish.
Uh-huh.
It's 11:30. You expecting someone?
No. Sandra?
Hello.
I didn't wake you, did I?
Well, no, I always get up at 10 after 5.
Things are heating up at the front, huh?
I beg your pardon.
I love it. I'll be out on the 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
Oh, you're gonna be here, tomorrow night?
Well, when the artillery starts coming in, I want to be in the trenches with my troops. You booked my suite?
Well, we had it booked for the 25th.
Move it up. Pick me up at the airport. Make sure it's a stretch.
Limo.
Brian, how you doing?
Hey, Brad. Good to see you. Brad's here. Looks like an A-list day.
Hey, guys, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you, Jerry. Did you order?
I'm not eating.
Sandra, you called me home at midnight and said we have to have breakfast. You want to tell me what's going on?
I just wanted to talk to you before I talk to my lawyer. Brad, I'm not getting the part to replace Yolanda.
I thought Yolanda recovered.
Well, yeah, she did, but she came down with Tourette's syndrome. Poor baby. They're going to Felicia Feinstein or Holly Compton.
So you want to sue just because you didn't get a role?
Do you want to know why I'm not getting that role?
Hey, it's a look. Don't take it personally.
No, I gave a dynamite reading, Brad. Kind of blew Malcolm out of the room.
Huh. Well, maybe you should have blown him.
Care to see a menu?
Fresh papaya juice, muesli with sliced pears, not too ripe, low-fat milk, and decaf latte.
Brad, he wanted me to.
What?
He calls me and asks me to audition for him at his house at night. Okay, so I show up, and 5 minutes later, he's making like a major move on me. And when I don't immediately take my clothes off, he just looks at me and asks me how bad I want part of Puerto Vallarta.
You're kidding. I always thought he was a little light in his loafers.
Brad, sexual harassment is not about sex. It's about power.
Do you want me to get into this?
Look, Brad, I am not just doing this for myself, okay? I am doing this for all the other actresses out there who have to put up with this kind of shit. I mean, women have been victims of male harassment and arrogance for too long.
What if they offer a settlement?
What? Are you crazy? What do you think, that a settlement is going to compensate for my mental anguish? What kind of a settlement?
I don't know. A deal?
A deal? Like, you mean like serious?
Uh-huh.
Like, I am serious?
Uh-huh. Of course, it would have to be 22 on the air guaranteed, with a production deal on an MOW or two, as a sweetener. I mean, what better way to make a statement about sexual abuse?
Brad Advale's having breakfast with Sandra Cassandra.
Really?
Yeah. Looks like she's pitching him some project to package. Can't imagine he'd want to handle anything she's in. I mean, Sandra Cassandra can't get arrested.
Let's see who picks up the check.
Are you out of your fucking gourd?
I'm asking you to tone it down.
There's no way I can write that scene. They don't even have electricity on the mountain.
Why can't you give him a generator?
Because Thoreau didn't have a generator.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
You're trivializing him, man. Don't trivialize Thoreau.
Look, Kendall, I supported you on this thing from the beginning. Now, I'm just asking you to meet me halfway. Not even a quarter of the way.
You're asking me to fuck up my show because you got some letters that you didn't like.
Not just the letters. The entire industry is concerned.
You're caving, man.
Look. We go back a long time, you and I.
So?
So I gave you a slot in prime time.
You gave me nothing. You wanted the show. You were salivating to get the
Kendall, television is not your private pulpit. Television is a public trust. That's why it's licensed by the federal government.
You ever heard of the First Amendment?
No. Have I ever heard of the First Amendment?
On the First Amendment.
Look, if you want the protection of the First Amendment, fine. Build your own TV station. Build it out of campfires or semaphore flags or whatever the hell you think Thoreau would approve of. But for now, you are on LGT. And whatever you say is our responsibility.
It's complete bullshit!
Look. Let me just lay it out for you. If you don't make some effort to help me here, then I'm gonna have to look at pulling the plug.
Are you threatening me, man? You don't want to threaten me. Take my word for it. I'm the one guy. You don't want to threaten
What a flight. The last time I remember that kind of turbulence, I was in a B-17 taking flak over Bremen. Here, the captain had to come out to reassure everyone we weren't going down over the goddamn Grand Canyon. Oh, he gave me something for you. You do an airplane version of The Love Boat. Fabulous, huh? Victor, give him those pages.
Thank you. I'll read it right away.
Oh, what's the news from the front?
Well, the other networks are putting pressure on us to either shut down the Mountain Men or rewrite it.
Fuck 'em.
As H.L. Mencken said, Hollywood is a grim industrial suburb populated by gangsters of enormous wealth.
Oh, gotta go. Boss is here.
The old man commandeered my office?
I'm afraid so. Do you know where I can find Malamars?
We need to talk. Well, let's go to the conference room. My office is unavailable. What's up?
$15 million or 22 on the air, pay or play.
15 million up front. Listen, I've won 1.2 in year 3, and he's already got a goddamn series.
I'm not talking about Parker Meridian. I'm talking about Sandra Cassandra.
Sandra Cassandra?
She's claiming Malcolm hit on her during her audition for Puerto Vallarta, threatening a sexual harassment suit.
You're kidding.
I wish I was. He said if you don't call him by the end of business today, he's going to the trades.
Of course I'd sleep with him. And I'd sleep with his brother. I'd even sleep with you, Fernando.
May we have the room, please?
Just wait outside, Pamela.
Malcolm, I'm going to ask you this point blank. Just tell me the truth and we'll go from there. Did you hit on Sandra Cassandra?
What?
Tuesday night, did you invite her to your house and tell her that if she slept with you, she'd get the part in Puerto Vallarta?
We need to go younger, hipper, more MTV. There's stuff in development that'd be fabulous.
What kind of stuff?
We've got 3 top-notch young urban professional sitcoms we can put comedians into or singers. I mean, can you see a Lauryn Hill-type family sitcom, a beautiful black girl singing her way out of the ghetto?
Nice.
I think we ought to step up to the Parker Meridian deal. It's the market price for talent today. Consider it a lost leader. It's like the supermarket getting you in the door by offering a 12-pack of toilet paper for $1.99 and sticking you for $8.99 a pound on filet mignon.
That's very clever, young woman. Just, what is your position here?
I'm the vice president of development. Even though I developed the Mountain Men, I anticipated some of the problems we're facing with it, but I have figured out how to fix them. It'll just take a little tweaking with the storylines.
What do you think about the Love Boat on a plane?
Fabulous.
You know, you could have a different guest star every week on the plane, and then you get a little upstairs, downstairs thing going between first class and economy.
Right. Oh, I love it.
You seem to have really touched a chord here with the American people, Kendall.
Damn right.
So what do you think it is about the Mountain Men that's affecting people so strongly?
It reminds them that this country used to be full of strong, self-reliant people in control of their lives. We're no longer in control of anything anymore. I mean, we've become a nation of sheep grazing in front of the TV set, chewing our cud, following directions, buy this, buy that, and we fill our minds and our houses with junk.
Well, that's certainly a refreshingly original point of view.
I didn't say it was original. Read Emerson, read Thoreau. Those are the Mountain Men of the 19th century.
Still, isn't it a little hypocritical to be using television to condemn consumer goods?
Like Mao said, whatever it takes, man.
Mao?
Mao Zedong.
Are you a communist?
Hey, are you listening? I'm an American. I'm probably the last American that's left these days.
It's been reported that you're being pressured by LGT to change the show.
Listen to this. They want me to rewrite the show so that the Mountain Men come out in support of buying consumer goods. I mean, give me a break, man. That's like the Pope coming out in support of condom dispensers, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you what's driving this. Greed. Greed. That's corporate America and Wall Street, and they're scared, you see, that these sheep might just stop and think before pulling out their little plastic cards and buying something else that they don't need.
Is it true that LGT is threatening to take you off the air?
Let them try. I'll take Rob Malone all the way to the Supreme Court on First Amendment charges.
We'll be right back with more scintillating conversation with Kendall Gifford, the creator of the new controversial TV series, The Mountain Men.
He's a madman.
I got cojones, what you people call chutzpah. Am I right, Laurie?
Yes, you are, Heel.
Once the sponsors start running for the hills, we're gonna be in real trouble.
So what?
So what?
There's a loss leader, Malone. You go to a supermarket to buy toilet paper at $1.99 a dozen, you come out with filet mignon at $8.99 a pound, same thing. So we take a hit for a few million in the short run. But we're gonna get something worth a lot more in the long run. We're gonna get leverage. Tell him, Laurie.
Well, we can get anything we want from the other networks as long as we keep the gun pointing right at their heads. Talent deals, syndication rights, new affiliates, you name it. We call the shots as long as we keep the Mountain Men on the air.
Sounds a little like extortion to me.
No, Rob, it's business.
That's one smart lady. I gotta go. Having dinner with Ronnie and Nancy. You'll make sure that script is waiting for me at the hotel tonight.
about that new LGT series, The Mountain Girls? Oh, don't miss that one. It's about a bunch of ex-NFL cheerleaders who go up into the woods to do some quilting. Starring Heather Locklear. She's doing the local forest ranger. You don't want to miss that. It's a good show. Actually, seriously, things are getting really tense up there at LGT. The network president, Rob Malone, has to have somebody start his car every morning. You know, his wife has refused, so he's asked Kendall Gifford. So they'll be picking up pieces of him all over Gideon's Mountain real soon. Actually, the network's trying to get the Mountain Men to install kerosene-powered TV sets up there on Gideon's Mountain. They turn the wicks down when the commercials come on. You know, they don't like to buy things. Anyway, it's a great show tonight. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming.
Pretty funny show tonight, huh?
It was hilarious. You are brilliant. You know what I loved?
What?
I loved when you decided to flush that goldfish down the toilet with Fran playing the bugle.
Military funeral, huh? You just can't wait to get back to the house, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, whoever it is, go away. Damn it. What?
Well, timing is everything.
We're all adults here, Rob.
Maybe you're an adult, Parker, but I'm not at this moment.
Well, rise to the occasion.
I don't think I will. Actually, I just came by to tell you that I thought the show tonight was soft. Oh, and the fish with the iced tea joke stank. Good night. So good to see you, Audrey.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. The iced tea joke worked.
Does Rob believe her?
He says he doesn't.
Do you think he knows?
No. I mean, if he did, why would he ask me to hire the hooker?
This may be the time to tell him. I mean, what better defense? I can be a character witness.
It isn't funny.
All right. It's not funny. But it's only a matter of time before you're out it anyway. So you might as well do it on your own terms.
That's easy for you to say.
Really?
You don't know this business, Wayne. People pretend to be liberal and loving, but when they're alone, oh, it all comes out. Believe me, I know. They think I'm straight, so I have to sit there and listen to the fag jokes. Look, it's not like I'm ashamed. You know that, don't you?
So you keep assuring me.
Your father isn't a nationally syndicated conservative radio commentator.
So he'll go on the air and tell his listeners that homosexuality is no longer an abomination in God's eyes, but just a little faux pas.
It'd kill him. Not to mention his ratings.
So what are you gonna do, Malcolm? Come out at his funeral? I can just see it. Jerry Falwell will read the scriptures as Charlton Heston fires his assault weapons into the air, and you deliver a heart-rending confession to a cassette of Liza belting out Cabaret.
Fuck you.
Don't blow all the goddamn natural oils out, Victor. You don't keep hair like this by burning the roots. Victor.
Buenas noches.
Victor, patrol the perimeter. What's your name, sweetheart?
Carmen.
Champagne, Carmen?
Imported?
course.
Do you mind if I smoke?
I hate smoke. Smoke! Now blow the fucking smoke in my face. Thanks, I deserve that.
Tell me what else you deserve, Major.
I know things I shouldn't know.
Tell me what you know.
I have to be persuaded.
Got it. Talk, pig.
All right. I was caught smuggling secrets across the Pyrenees by Franco's patrols. They took me to a cave outside Pamplona, interrogated me with beautiful women, handcuffing me to the rock. Good. And don't let up until I spill my guts.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But no, I did not know you were going to be there. Certainly not with your blouse unbuttoned. Freud has nothing to do with this, honey. What? No, Audrey. Audrey, did you hang up? You do not hang up on your father! Okay, now listen, it's her machine. God, I hate it when she does this. We were having a conversation. Okay, now listen. I'm sorry that I got angry. And I don't know, maybe it is Freud, but I just wanted to let you know that I love you.
You'll survive this.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
That's right.
Honey. What?
What?
Rob.
Where is he?
He's down the hall in intensive care.
Is he gonna make it?
Yeah, it was a stroke. His vital signs are strong. He's gonna make it.
What the hell happened?
If you don't know, Rob, you can retain your deniability.
How are we gonna keep a lid on this? I mean, what about him?
The soul of discretion. I don't think anybody at the hotel knows yet. And as far as my talent is concerned, you have nothing to worry about there.
I'm gonna have to make a statement of some sort. What do I say?
Well, you can say Mr. Ludden was interrogated by Franco's secret police and didn't talk.
You know what I can't figure out? Why he married her. I mean, a guy this rich could have married anybody in the world.
She was his hydrotherapist.
His hydrotherapist?
Animus.
Late night and early morning clouds along the coast becoming hazy sunshine by early afternoon. KMZR Morning News Time, 8:43. Reviewing the morning's top stories, the president and CEO of Lutton Worldwide Communications, Emery Lutton, is in serious but stable condition in the intensive care unit of the UCLA Medical Center after suffering what appears to be a stroke late last night. It's believed that Lutton, whose communications conglomerate LWC owns LGT, was in Los Angeles for meetings with network programming chief Rob Malone regarding the future of the embattled Mountain Men series. As many as 500,000 people may have died.
Yeah.
You hear about EL?
No, what?
He had a stroke.
No shit. Is he alive?
Apparently. What do you think this means?
I don't know. Depends on whether he pulls through or not.
I really scored some points with him yesterday.
He could live.
Boy, I can't catch a break.
Strokes are weird things. It's all this blood flow shit. You know, I've been getting these terrible headaches. Been thinking about getting an MRI just to see what's going on.
The board will probably go to Marty.
Maybe it's just sinuses.
Should I send flowers? What do you think?
Of course. Could be a brain tumor.
How about some
One of
flowers?
those brainstem things. You know, one day you're fine, and the next day you can't even move your pinky. Hello? You there?
What's the prognosis?
Well, at this stage, it's hour to hour, but if he remains stable through tonight, he'll be out of immediate danger. So we've got a network to run here. Where do we stand on Parker Meridian?
2,000,001 in third year.
2,000,001? What is this? A one-way elevator just going up? And where are we on the recast for Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah, I got it narrowed down to 3.
Yeah, look at the tapes over lunch. And what about Mountain Men?
Numbers are great. It's the only show that's actually going up in the ratings these days.
Well, I've just read the latest script.
Yeah, what do they burn this time?
McDonald's.
They burn McDonald's?
Mm-hmm. There's a late-night guerrilla raid on fast food restaurants. They claim it's an act of aesthetic terrorism.
No kidding. Wow.
Next week, they're going to go after ATMs.
Sorry to interrupt you, Rob. They're saying on the radio that EL's made a statement.
I thought he couldn't speak.
It was apparently through Mrs. Ludden.
What did he say?
He said that they had Rommel pinned down in Sherbrooke.
Excuse me? Do you think I could get a pass to the next taping of Parker's Pals?
Mr. Malone. Hi, Susan Schiff, KWB.
Yes, Susan, so good to see you again.
Rob, what about the Army uniforms?
Well, I beg your pardon?
One of the maids from the hotel was saying that EL was found in a World War II uniform, handcuffed to the minibar. Apparently, there was a woman with him.
Yeah, no, I have no
The
comment.
handcuffs were padded.
No, you know, I really am expected in the ICU unit, and I don't think the press is allowed for cameras or anything, but I will try to talk to you again on my way back out. Just stay there.
Who are you?
I'm Rob Malone, Ms. Ludden. I'm the head of
Oh,
programming.
yeah, the idiot from Yale, yeah. What do you want?
Well, I heard on the radio that EL was speaking.
Please. Speak more softly. His nerves are very, very fragile these days. Just a second. It's your head of programming, EL. He's not thrilled to see you.
How can you tell?
Oh, you've been married to a man for 18 months. You know these things.
Can I speak to him?
If you speak very softly and enunciate like this. Good morning, EL. You're looking very chipper today. Now you. Go ahead.
Good morning, EL. Everyone sends her best wishes and hopes you get well soon.
Says thank you.
Listen, EL, I know this is a difficult time for you, but we really need to make a decision about the Mountain Men. The other networks are saying that if we don't yank it, they're going to get a court order.
He says, fuck 'em.
Are those his exact words?
Quote, unquote. Now, is there anything else I could do for you, Mr. Maloney?
It's Malone. As Fred Allen once said, you can take all the sincerity in Hollywood, stuff it up an ass, and still have room left for an agent's heart.
Gotta go. Boy, Rob, what a drag, huh? How is he?
He's alive.
We have to talk.
Christ's sake, Emery Ludden is in intensive care.
Listen, I know it's not the best time. It's just been meetings solid all afternoon. And I'm on a plane. Rob, you know I don't believe in making deals where one side feels taken advantage of. As far as I'm concerned, the only deal worth making is a deal that makes both sides happy.
Would you cut to the chase, Brad?
All right. I'm having this conversation with you now to save a lot of bloodshed. Because once these lawyers get into it, it'll be out of both of our hands.
Lawyers? Look. This isn't a legal issue. It's a business issue. We've got an option on him for 3 more years, subject to good faith negotiating.
Rob, I'm not talking about Parker.
What are you here for, then?
Sandra Cassandra. Her lawyers have drawn up a complaint asking for $25 million in punitive damages.
$25 million?
What's a career worth, Rob? 10 million, 25, 100?
First of all, Malcolm Lafley never touched her. I mean, she shows up at his house, uninvited, 11:30 at night, wearing a raincoat with nothing on underneath. She rings the doorbell. He answers the door. She drops the coat.
Rob, please. Those are just details.
Details? That's what happened.
It really doesn't matter what did or did not happen. What matters is what a good lawyer can convince a jury happened. You know that. Now, as an executive at a publicly traded company, I'm sure you understand your responsibility to the stockholders, to spare them the ordeal of an ugly trial and 7-figure legal expenses. So, in the way of settlement, we're prepared to consider some sort of reasonable commitment for Sandra. Say, 22 on the air with maybe an open MOW deal.
You really are a whore, you know that.
Maybe, Rob. But you do business with me. So what does that make you?
No.
No? Are you saying no?
That's right.
Just like that?
Just like that.
You don't want to settle the lawsuit? Fine. We'll just turn the lawyers loose. Meanwhile, guess whose price just went up?
I'm not paying Parker Meridian a nickel over 900 grand, with 10% bumps in year 2 and 3.
You're pushing me right into the arms of the enemy.
Is that so?
I've got Kevin and Barry's private numbers.
Oh, well, I hate to tell you this, but I ran into Kevin and Barry the other night, and I asked them if they were interested in Parker Meridian, and you know what they said? They wouldn't touch him at any price. Here. Go ahead. Call them, see what they say.
I call them from the car. Got them on speed dial.
Okay, well, you call them on speed dial, but then when you hang up on them, I want you to remember something.
What's that?
They lie for a living.
Did you hear about that new study that says that people who have sex 3 times a week live an average of 10 years longer? Is that great or what? Turns out sex is good for you. It's incredible. I've done a little math, too, by the way. Apparently, Bill Clinton is going to live until he's 900 years old. He's 20 years younger than Warren Beatty. That's a whole other... Sex is good for you. I love that. I'd much rather have sex than roughage. I don't know about you. I'd rather see my girlfriend laying out there on the table instead of a bowl of bran flakes. I don't even need a health club. I got my girlfriend at home. I got a screwmaster right in my own house. 3 times a week, that's nothing. We knock that off on a Saturday before lunch. Sometimes before breakfast.
What? As Hunter S. Thompson said, the TV business is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs.
Malone, it's about time.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew it. You know, you piss off enough people.
Calm down and tell me what you found.
No, wait a minute. Hold it. Whoa. No, you gotta keep a clean print base. It's for the police.
All you're gonna do is wipe off anybody else's prints.
Hey, I did NYPD Blue. I know about this shit.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
What?
Look, words are also actions, and actions are kind of words.
Well, it must have been something he was writing for the next episode.
From Ralph Waldo Emerson.
No, what does it mean?
Just what it says. Did anybody see anything? What about the night watchman?
No, he wasn't here.
Why not?
Union job action.
Does Kendall always sleep here?
When we're in production, he practically never leaves the set.
Well, did anybody check his house?
We sent the driver. What if he hasn't been there in weeks?
Rob, you don't want to compromise the print base on that couch.
They don't know. The place was totaled except for the computer. No, they're saying they can't do anything officially until he's been missing for 24 hours. I don't get it. No, yeah, there are obviously signs of foul play. What? No, don't. No, he doesn't need the shock right now. Besides, I'm not sure he's hearing anything. For all I know, LL is making it all up. Okay, look, I gotta go. But, Lori, don't say anything to the press, okay? No, not even Variety. Did you find out anything?
Well, we're still in a very preliminary stage of the investigation, as I've already explained to you.
Well, he didn't just take off. I mean, the trailer was wrecked.
Thank you for that observation. You know, we work a little differently than what you show on TV.
We have technical advisors on our shows.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Mr. Malone, were you at home last night?
Wait a second. You don't think that I did this?
Well, as I said, we're still in a very preliminary stage of the investigation. Of course, you don't have to answer the question if you don't want. Not yet.
Why wouldn't I want to answer that question? Yes, I was at home last night, all night. In fact, I was lying in bed next to my wife, wide awake.
You seem a little upset. I'll tell you what, here's my card. Why don't you give me a call when you calm down? Now, I'm not going to cordon off this area just yet because, as I've already explained, we still have no demonstrable evidence of bodily harm. But if he doesn't show up by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be back with the tape. Have a nice day.
Whoa! Whoa! Rob! What do you want me to shoot? Kendall had the pages for today. I mean, I could shoot some second unit. What if I shot Gideon building a semaphore station? I turn around, get some reaction shots, a little of this, a little of that, yada, yada, yada. Rack focus.
Ha ha ha!